Their support team, they are always available for help, which is something from the good points attracted me, as I told you, in the Crane. It's like the support and how fast it is as well. It's trustworthy as a system. You could
Yeah.
use the system for different cases, different scenarios in your organization. And also the development, it's quite easy. Reaching the support team will give you more control over the system and more control over developing the new features.
Hi everyone, this is your host Nishtha Shukla. Welcome you to the Developer Experience Show. Each of our podcasts will have some interviews with our experts, interactive and amazing conversations. In this podcast, we'll have a discussion about Crane. Before moving ahead with the conversation part, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss any of our future podcasts. Today's guest, Mr. Baker Dassan, is a Laravel developer. A few months back, he was started working with CRM and needed some help regarding the same. So we'll have a discussion with him regarding his experience while working with Krayin CRM. Now let's welcome our guest and get to know more about it. So hi Mr. Baker, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How's everything going on?
It's going well. A lot of work, but it's going well. Thank you so much.
Okay. So could you just introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yes, so my name is Baker Dassan, and I graduated from Ajman University with a Bachelor of Computer Engineering
Okay.
and or degree, and I worked in the education field since 2019. I'm also working on a lot of projects for different clients in different fields.
Okay, so you are working for different companies.
Yes.
That's great. So could you share your journey into Laravel development and what initially attracted you to this framework?
Well, initially I started with a small project.
Okay.
It was for my father's company. I just created a normal website which using PHP
Okay.
for saving some data in the database and also deliver the message or deliver for the requests come from our customers to my father's email. So I just used PHP purely without a
Okay.
framework. But then my friend introduced or showed me that there is actually a quick solution for such projects, and it will
Okay.
expedite the deliverables and the time of delivering the products or the projects, which is the framework of Laravel. It's based on PHP, but it will be helpful for expediting the process of development. So this is how I actually knew about Laravel.
Okay, so after your father, you have overtaken everything and you got to know about Laravel and started developing things with it. Okay, that's great. So, what do you believe? Like, what sets Laravel apart from the other PHP frameworks, and why do you prefer working with Laravel?
I would say the popularity of the framework,
Okay.
beside also the community, like a large community have been
Yeah.
working in Laravel framework. They have been investing their time to create a lot of projects and sharing a lot of libraries and a small, tiny project, let's say.
Okay.
And the open source for Laravel, it's quite big because nowadays if the you should not reinvent the wheel. If the
Yeah.
application is prepared already, you can just use it because it's available also for everyone. And
Yes.
this actually the one of or two main things where I found Laravel attractive for the new developers.
So these are the 2 points which you attracted more.
Yes.
Okay. So that's, I guess, the more the popularity, the more the reliability.
Yes, because also the support will come from the community as well, which is a large community. So if you got any problem or get stuck while you are developing anything, just search and you will find a solution for sure.
Yeah, definitely somebody will going to help you either from the community or from the support. Anybody will be available. Yeah, so that's great. So how do you come to know about Krayin CRM?
One of the projects that I was working on required CRM, and
Okay.
during my research process, I found current CRM,
Okay.
and actually I found it attractive from different point of views. The first one, which is how user friendly it is as a system,
Okay.
and the second point is the automation, where it is a valuable function or feature nowadays, especially
Okay.
with the speed of work process nowadays. And the third point is the how neat the system is and how it's prepared in a way from the folder or the what they call it, the code base. It was very neat and was prepared in a way that anyone could just read and understand the code directly. So
Okay.
this is the main points. Made me decide that okay, Krayin CRM is actually one of the best, so I can go with it.
So while working with one of your projects, you come to know about
Yes,
Crane CRM, and then you
yes,
find
during the
out.
research.
Okay, so after that, you have found out some features like user friendly, automation,
Yeah,
and you
the
what is
code
it? Easy
readable.
to,
Yeah, readable. Yes, to read.
yeah,
Yes,
easy to understood. So these are the features when you explore like Crane CRM. So these have
yes,
attracted you much, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, after knowing the features, you just stayed with Laravel and Crane
Yeah.
CRM, I can say.
It,
Okay. So may I know your development experience with Crane till now? Like what is, how it is?
again, the question just I didn't hear it well.
I'm saying, may I know your development experience with Crane till now? Like how it is, how it was.
Yes. To be honest, at the beginning, the documentation you provided online for the
Okay.
developers, it was very helpful
Yeah.
to initiate the project or start the project. Um, it was quite easy to just prepare the system,
Okay.
straightforward, just installing or a couple of lines to be or a couple of commands to be running. And then there is also one command which is taking care of all Crane preparation, let's say the database, the fields or the demo fields and so on. So this was at the initial stage. Later, I found that there will be customization required. So I start actually asking the team through the web call support. Uh, uh, Actually, they were very helpful and they quick response.
Okay.
And then it actually I start thinking about maybe we can work together on this project. So why not reaching agreement or a task to work on. And we decided to start preparing the packages. They will start preparing it, and then I will be installing it to test it. And everything is going well. That's it. Is the end of the project between
Okay.
me and Crane support. But from the initial stage till delivering the product, there was no problem at all, and I found the support in each stage.
Okay. So till I guess from this I can conclude that your experience was great and it is going great, right?
Yes, yes,
More
still
supportive
going
and
great.
amazing.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, nice. So can you share some insights into your workflow and development process when working on Crane? Like what are the flows and everything?
So, as I mentioned, I was actually doing the research. This is one of the process, just to
Okay.
do the research on, for example, if I want to create this project, what programming language should I choose? What framework? If I already decided the programming language, what the framework, like in our case here, PHP and Laravel, and then I will be deciding in if I will be working in open source project or how can I say it, like a ready-made project or something from scratch. But my scenario, in my case, was purely CRM system that will help me manage my customers in one place. So I had to test Krayin, as I told you, and then the second process was to test it internally. You could say it's alpha testing, and then I start sharing it with the users to hear from them what exactly how the system is and what are the features, if it's not working or working as expected or not. You could say it's like a beta testing, small beta testing, but then I prepared it for live, and then the system is working now.
Okay, so that means the observing part, the technical part, and the user part, and then feedback, and then improvement.
Yes, and improvement. As you know, in the field of software development, it's
Yeah.
continuous improvement
Yes,
because the
definitely.
user will not be happy at all about a lot of areas. There will be reaching satisfaction, but there will be always room of improvement for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, the more the technology will grow, the more the user will get to know more about it and it will increase.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, so for the sustainability, I guess the improvement is needed every time.
yes, and taking in consideration that sometime at the initial stage you might not think about much of features. I just
Yeah.
need customer relation management software, and
Okay.
that's it. I just want to store the data. But later on, when you
Yeah.
see all the data in one place, you'll start thinking about, okay, you know what? I can actually have one feature which is collecting information from different areas and so on. So they will start thinking about this while they are working in the system.
Yeah, because when we search, then only we get to know about more and more things. Yeah, that's great. So, can you share some of the key features of Crane that you found most useful while developing CRM applications?
The main feature attracted me is actually the leads and the pipeline. I think in the CRM world, you can say, or the system or the CRM systems, commonly they have this feature. But what was nice in Crane software is how easy to create the pipeline and the the idea of having different pipelines for different products, and also the automation which will happen on the leads or on the pipeline, like let's say actions. So, for example, if a new lead come in this pipeline, what to do? If a lead updated from one stage to another, what to do, and so on. So the access to the automation of the actions inside the system in the pipeline was very nice. This is one of the main feature. And the second is the user friendly, as I told you at the beginning.
Yeah.
I found it very user friendly. It's intuitive. I don't want to actually teach the people about the system. It's just if you want the leads is there. If you want the quotation is there. So it's simple and direct to the point. There is no complication for the user. So this is the main features or the main key points, let's say, attracted me in Crane CRM. Beside also for sure the quick installing in our servers and so it was very helpful.
Okay, so if I will conclude that it is automation, it is easy to understand,
Yeah.
and user friendly.
Yes.
So these are the key features according to you, which is more attracted for the Crane CRM.
CRM. Yes.
Okay. So what new features or improvements would you like to see in future releases of Crane?
Um, One of the main requirements was mentioned. It was to move one lead from one pipeline to another. This could help because sometime in one case one of the customers might not be suitable for this product, but he might be suitable for another product. So I can easily move them from one pipeline to another. This is one of the features or one of the things that I would love to see in Krayin CRM.
Okay.
The second one is more automation actions. For example, in some scenarios, I found it the automation you provide is very helpful, but I found that there will be a lot of areas where you can actually invest in creating the functions or invest the time creating the function for adding more automation, because this will be helpful for the corporate. Because as you know, working some companies, they might use a CRM project or CRM system,
Okay.
but they don't want much of people working on it. It's like one or two maximum, but half of the things to be done through the system. So like notifying, sending the notification, sending files, invoicing, and these kind of things will be very helpful. Also the thing which is maybe will be additional and will be helpful as well, to have a finance area for the finance team, so they can control, for example, how many quotation has been going for each customer, and because I might have similar customer having different products from my system.
Definitely.
So it will be easier for the finance team to link it in the profile directly, because the system in Krayin is linked with the lead, not with the customer. So maybe we can have a link where you can have different products under customer profile. So this will be helpful for the finance team as well.
Okay, so you need more automation, and the pipeline options should be there financially. It can be good for the finance team, right?
Finance team, yes.
Yeah. So I can conclude that less employees and more automation.
Not really. You cannot remove the human part from the organism, because when it comes to customers, you will have to deal with the customer face to face most of the time.
Yes,
this will build the trust. Yes. I know that the technology is really quick. Sometimes ourselves, the developers, can't actually be updated with all of new technologies coming in the market. So for sure that will not remove or eliminate the human interaction. The human interaction should be there for sure, especially with the customer in the customer area. But let's help the human to focus on what exactly important. So I will be removing from him the need of sitting and writing the emails all the day long just to send it for the customers, while I can just create it with automation like the one that you have already in the system. We just need to add different scenarios to cover all the requirements for different companies.
Okay. So I haven't said that eliminate the need of humans. I just mentioned that less human interaction and more technology.
Yes, maybe, yes, because it's especially with the small startups or small company, you might see that they will try to reduce the cost of hiring people and use the technology instead. So it will be helpful for them to cover different scenarios or different requirements in one platform, which is, I think, you are going there to cover almost everything.
Yeah, technology is there to cover every point, every aspects of the human expectations.
Yes.
Yeah. So what advice or recommendation would you give to other institutions considering implementing Krayin for their CRM needs?
Well, I would say don't think much. Just contact the team, maybe, if you want for them to install it for you. Or maybe you can, if you have developers, just ask them to search for Krayin CRM, and they will find it easily. They have their projects. They have a lot of projects as well. And their support team, they are always available for help, which is something from the good points attracted me, as I told you, in the Krayin. It's like the support and how fast it is as well. So I would just say it's trustworthy as a system. You could
Yeah.
use the system for different cases, different scenarios in your organization, and also the development. It's quite easy. Reaching the support team will give you more control over the system and more control over developing the new features. So if you are thinking for a smaller project and for a startup company, you could use the system. And even you can consider it for bigger companies as well. If you know what exactly you need from the system,
Yes.
and if you want a straightforward kind of systems or features, you can just rely on Krayin CRM.
Yeah, I guess support is one of the most important feature, I guess, or the point on which you can rely on any of the like technology, right? Or any of the teams.
Yes, for sure. Because the if you can reach the team who built this system,
Yeah.
and despite the fact it's already open source and you can read and you can do whatever you want, but reaching the support team who created the same system would help
Yes.
you more in understanding the nature of the system, and also they can guide you on how to add more features and more or additional features in the system without messing with the code itself. Because sometimes, maybe you are familiar with this as well, the coders sometimes they might add something in the system affecting other function. So just to avoid such scenarios, you can contact the support team and they will just reply back directly. For example,
Okay.
if I want to remove a feature, I
Yeah.
can just ask them and they will tell me, okay, remove this line, add this line, do something. So they will guide you and it will make your system more reliable. And instead of having, by the end of the day, a system which is breaks every single moment and every single click.
Okay. So I guess this is all about Crane and the support system and the key features as well. So if you want to share anything with us more, or if you want to ask anything, so you can.
Actually, from Crane, I think I already asked, which is keep updating the system because it's really useful system and it helped us a lot to
Okay.
quickly initiate a good foundation for the customer relation management.
Okay.
And since it's open source, you will have more control over the code and the features. But
Yes.
for sure, you cannot stop the updates if there is updates on the open source that you are working on. We are always requiring this updates to have
Yes.
more solid system or more how can I powerful system. This is what I asked you exactly.
Definitely, Crane team will going to work on this and improve more and more to provide a good and more interactive platform, right?
Yes, yes, I trust that as well.
Okay. So I guess we can wind up now.
Sure, no problem.
Okay then. Thank you so much, Mr. Bakir. Yeah, you were about to say something.
No, I was saying just thank you so much for hosting me as well in this podcast, and I would love to see it, being available for everyone as well. Maybe they will get they will understand what we worked on, and they will get the benefit out of our experience with the Korean CRM.
Yes, definitely they will, and they will understand the requirements and will provide you the same.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay then. We'll wind up. Thank you for joining us today and giving your valuable time to us. We'll share your company's insights and your like features and which you have shared with us with our listeners as well.
Sure, no problem at all.
Okay,
You are
thank
welcome.
you. Thank you for joining us today. Found this podcast helpful? Do press the like button and share your views in the comment section below. You can also share your views and ideas via social media. See you all in the upcoming podcast. Till then, stay tuned.